Ladles and Jelly Spoons, I'm Arial Wicklund. Welcome to How to Design Monsters. So, I am not a professional designer. This is a video about how I design my monsters. If you're looking for something a bit more professional, I'll try and find some resources and link them down below. Otherwise, if you're curious about how I come up with my monster designs, or maybe you're not very confident about drawing and want to learn from someone who is also not very confident about drawing and how they overcome that, stick around. So the first thing that I do when I start designing my monsters is I start with a theme. And the theme of my monsters that I'm currently making are exotic animals, real live animals, with elemental superpowers that also stem in educational purposes. So for instance, one of my monsters that I have, this monster called Streampedo is based off of the four-eyed fish. The four-eyed fish is a fish that has seemingly four eyes. It actually just has two eyes with a thin membrane that divides its pupils. So it has the ability to look above and below water. Then you also want to go with your setting. This is a rough sketch of my setting, which has several different kinds of habitats and planes to work with. And with my setting, I also have a common theme about how my setting came about. So as you saw, it's just an island. However, I understand how the island is going to be made. I'm not exactly going to reveal that, only because I want people to theorize how it's made rather than me telling people how it's made. After you decide what kind of theme you're going for and your setting, then you're going to want to decide the purpose of the creature that you're creating. So, what is the purpose of the monster in the setting? Are they the prey, predator? What about in reference to people for food, resources, etc.? So this animal here, I haven't quite decided what its name is going to be. But the reason why I designed it is because I needed the nomad farmers on my map to have some sort of cattle, but I really didn't want to stick with cows. It didn't fit with the theme of my island, and I also wanted something a little bit more creative and unique. I took several animals and put them together. I have cow, obviously, for the udders, vampire deer, which is a reference to the teeth here, and also one other animal, which I will reveal at a later point in time. If you guys can figure out what that animal is, comment that down below. I will give you a hint. It is a vegetarian deer-like creature that has actually been seen eating eggs and carrion. After you decide the purpose of your monster, such as being prey, predator, or in reference to people, then you have to decide what is the purpose of the design. So if you're just making like a D&D campaign or something like that, you don't really have to think about this part too much if it's just for fun. But if you're thinking about something like for marketing or maybe for a toy design, you're going to want to treat that differently. So I'll show you a couple of examples here. So this design is actually for stained glass character. You know those things that you put on your window and after you painted them and the sun would stream through? That's what I was making this design after, so it would be easy to integrate that into actual stained glass. This character I actually designed for stuffed animals, and I wanted to make sure that it was super adorable, looked super soft, and super squishy. After you figure out what is the purpose of your design and your monster, you're going to want to decide what are the appropriate shapes for that monster. So there's three basic shapes. There is circles, which tend to convey something cute or soft. Then there's triangles, which is dangerous and edgy, as well as squares, which tend to look sturdy or strong. So I don't have any square examples for you, but if we go back to my stuffed animal design, you can see that everything has rounded shapes. There are no sharp edges on here, and there's no squares on here. That's what helps make it look so cute and adorable and huggable. Whereas this design, you can see, has many triangular shapes and very sharp corners and edges, which makes it look edgier, more dangerous, and threatening. After you decide what are the appropriate shapes, write down descriptions and key information. This is super important for me because I actually can't draw. This has been a weird discovery for me that I've been able to draw the drawings that I have done. So what really helped me in the beginning is I did this. I wrote down all the key information that I would need in order for someone to redesign this creature, which I am calling a bobbird, because I know I don't have the ability yet to convey all the details that I want to. So I pointed them out and added some notes in there to help somebody else make a better drawing than me, or to help future me when I get better artistic ability to redraw it. Then you want to draw with the intention of just making a basic concept design. So this really helped me as someone that is not confident with drawing and only could draw stick figures, because a concept means I'm just getting thoughts down onto paper and it doesn't have to look good. I use notes to help convey the things that I can't draw, and I just try and draw the base with the minimal details. So if we go back to my cute little stuffed animal looking design, you can see at the top here, I actually wrote down the word base. This isn't the finished product. I want to include some more details on here, which I will reveal on my Instagram and Facebook as I make them. And then after all that, when you're done drawing and making your notes, make sure that every detail you put onto your drawing serves a purpose for the animal, the environment, etc. Then you just let it rest long enough that it's not prominently on your mind, maybe a week or two, and then you return back to it and see what you can do to add to it. That's all I have for the video today. Thank you for watching. Like I said, if you're looking for more professional advice, I'm going to try and link some things down below there. Thanks for watching, Ladles and Jelly Spoons. I'll see you next time. Bye!